Hello everyone, this is Suyesh here. So in this our new video, we are in the section of our second part of our larynx. So in this video, we are going to discuss on the topic of cavity of larynx. So the cavity, which is actually the internal cavity of larynx, we will be discussing. Okay. So first of all, this cavity actually extends from which levels? Okay. So you know that this part is your inlet of larynx, that is the opening in the larynx. Okay. So this cavity of larynx actually extends from inlet of larynx, extends from inlet inlet of larynx till lower border of cricoid cartilage, till lower border of cricoid cartilage. So this is actually the extension of your cavity of larynx. Okay, so inlet of larynx is actually obliquely placed, that is from posterior to the backward side. Actually, like this it is placed, this inlet of larynx. Okay, so this inlet of larynx, this cavity begins from the inlet of larynx, and then it extends actually at the level of till the lower border of cricoid cartilage. So this is your cricoid cartilage I have labeled. So this its lower border, at its lower border it is extending from inlet of larynx till lower border of cricoid cartilage. So this much area, so this till this much area is actually your cavity of larynx. Okay, so this is inlet of larynx. We will be discussing the boundaries of the inlet of larynx. First of all, inlet of larynx. What is inlet of larynx? So inlet of larynx is actually has a connection with the lumen of laryngopharynx from above and with the lumen of trachea below. Okay, so this is actually the lumen of trachea. So this is actually the connection with the it has actually two connections. Okay, with the lumen of laryngopharynx and with the lumen of trachea. This inlet of larynx. Okay, now we will be seeing the boundaries for this inlet of larynx. So first of all, this inlet of larynx, anteriorly it has the free margins of epiglottis. So the anterior to inlet of larynx, that this is your inlet of larynx, this hole is your inlet of larynx, then it's anteriorly there will be like this, there will be your epiglottis. So margins of epiglottis will be present anteriorly. Now posteriorly, what will be present? Posteriorly there will be your arytenoid, apex of your arytenoid cartilage, arytenoid cartilage. These cartilage we will discuss in our next video in specific cartilage of larynx. Okay, so apex of arytenoid cartilage, and the space between the two arytenoid cartilage, there is intra-arytenoid space between the two arytenoid cartilage. Like this there will be space, like this there will be a gap between this two cartilage. So this actually inter-arytenoid space. Okay, so this will be present posterior, actually the back side of your inlet of larynx. And third is what will be present on each side or laterally on both the side, what will be present. So laterally you can see this is your aryepiglottic fold, this is your aryepiglottic fold, this is this part is your aryepiglottic fold. So aryepiglottic fold will be present on lateral side, aryepiglottic fold, okay, will be present on the lateral of your inlet of larynx. Okay, so these are these are cavity of larynx, and these are different parts. You can see this is the green one is a thyroid membrane, and in between your aryepiglottic fold and your thyroid membrane there is a space called as piriform fossa. Okay, and this blue one is your thyroid cartilage, lamina of thyroid cartilage. Again, this thyroid, that is the thyroid membrane, and this small blue one is your cricoid cartilage. So actually it is a coronal section. We have taken a coronal section of the cavity of the larynx. Okay, so we have discussed the inlet of larynx. Now there are folds which forms actually the cavity of larynx. Okay, so you can see this this color, that is gray color, you can see. So this is actually the mucous membrane folds. Okay, so this is actually from both the sides. From above sides there are pair of folds that are form of mucous membrane of larynx and are actually called as that is vestibular folds. Okay, so this is actually the mucous membrane which is forming here the folds, this bulge part. So this is actually your vestibular folds. What are them? Vestibular fold or false vocal cords or false folds. Okay, vestibular folds or false folds. So these are actually two pairs. Okay, they are present in pairs. Okay, so in total there are two pairs of folds. The one pair is actually vestibular folds, and the second one is actually this one, this gray one. So this is actually your true fold or vocal folds. Okay, these are your vocal folds both. So these are your vocal folds or true vocal cords, vocal folds. Okay, this is your false. Okay, and this one is your true. Okay, so these are actually forming the cavity of larynx. Okay, from above side there are one pair, that is vestibular fold, which is extending from the epiglottis, and now this mucous membrane is forming a bulge here and is forming the vestibular fold. So actually the membrane that is coming together with this mucous membrane is actually your quadriangular membrane. From above side, this quadriangular membrane is coming here, this black one, and it is also contributing in the formation of this cavity of larynx. Okay, and below there is cricovocal membrane, that is conus elasticus, this black one. Okay, so that will be see further. Okay, so now these are the basics because these two pairs of folds are actually forming the cavity of larynx. Okay, you can see this A, B, C, these are actually three parts of this cavity of larynx. We'll be seeing in the further we'll be seeing all the three parts. Okay, now the basic was that these folds, the mucous membrane folds, are forming the cavity of larynx. Okay, so you can see these bulge parts are actually vestibular folds and these are your vocal folds. Okay, so we will be taking the different parts. Okay, then we'll be discussing in detail. Okay, so now come with first part. So the first part is actually this cavity is divided into three parts. Okay, now first part is actually this A1. This A green one is actually your A1 is your, what is the name? A1 is your actually vestibular part. Okay, vestibular part, and it is also called as supraglottic part. Okay, so we'll be seeing the boundary for this, that is the syntope for this, what is present anterior and posterior. Okay, so anteriorly again there will be the dorsal surface of your epiglottis in the vestibule part. So this much part, actually you can see this much part is your vestibule. Okay, so A1 is your vestibule. This is the first part of your cavity of larynx. Okay, so the anteriorly in the vestibule region there will be dorsal surface of epiglottis. Okay, same as inlet of larynx, but now this time there will be full part of your epiglottis. Okay, so dorsal surface or posterior surface of epiglottis, and now posteriorly, what will present posteriorly? Now posteriorly here you can see inlet there was apex, but here there will be full arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid cartilage will be present. Okay, corniculate cartilage will be present, and again interarytenoid space will be there between the two arytenoid cartilage. The space is present, that will also be there, and aryepiglottic fold will also be present, this one. So this is your aryepiglottic fold. So aryepiglottic fold will be also present posterior. This is a fold actually present between the arytenoid cartilage and your epiglottis. Okay, so this is a membrane, okay, mucous membrane, which is present between arytenoid cartilage and your epiglottis cartilage. So these parts will present posteriorly. Now come on the lateral side. So lateral side I'm writing here. Okay, so laterally what will be present? No, not aryepiglottic fold. Aryepiglottic fold is present laterally. Okay, on each side. So laterally there will be aryepiglottic fold. By mistake I have written on the posterior side, confused. So this aryepiglottic fold is actually present between the arytenoid cartilage and your epiglottis. Okay, epiglottis also cartilage. So between that there is a mucous membrane fold, which is called as aryepiglottic fold, which is present laterally on each side. Okay, so this was the boundary for this vestibular part. Okay, so vestibular part, the vestibular folds, this vestibular part further extends as your vestibular folds. Okay, so this was actually your vestibular folds. So this is actually your vestibular folds. So vestibular folds. Now there is a space between these two vestibular folds, this one and this one. There is a space, this space you can see here, this red one. There is a space called, this is called as rima vestibuli. This red one is actually called as rima vestibuli. Okay, so this is a space present. Rima vestibuli is a space present between two vestibular folds. Okay, or false vocal folds. Vestibular folds. Okay, so this is actually a space in the vestibular folds. Now let's come to the part B. What is called as part B? So part B is actually called as sinus or ventricle of larynx. Sinus or ventricle of larynx or vestibule of larynx. It has many names, okay, because there is a space, this is a space actually, you know that is third part, this second fold, you know that that is your second fold, the fold which is present below. This one is actually your true vocal folds, okay, yeah, vocal folds. So this actually, this and this, so between them there is a space, this space actually, I will marking it with orange, okay. So this space is actually the space between the two vocal folds, that is the space between the vestibular folds and one vocal folds in the both the side. So this space is actually called as ventricle of larynx, okay. So this is actually your ventricle. This much is clear. So okay, so the space between vestibular fold and vocal fold. So the space between the vestibular fold and the vocal fold is called as sinus of larynx, okay, sinus of larynx or ventricle of larynx. And this space is also called as sinus of Morgagni, okay. So remember this point also, sinus of Morgagni, okay. So this is the space between the vestibular fold and the vocal fold, okay. So this there's vestibular part, this A part is extending from inlet of larynx till vestibular folds, and this second part, that is B part, sinus, is present between the vestibular and vocal folds, and the third part. And one more point, this bulge part, diverticulum here. So this diverticulum here, you can see here, this part, this brown one, forming a saccule here. It is actually the extended part of your vestibular fold, which is going to the lamina of your thyroid cartilage. This is the thyroid cartilage. So it is extending from the that is vestibular fold and forming the bulge here. So this part is actually called as saccule of larynx. So this is called as saccule of larynx. Sac, you can say, like sac. And what's function, actually the function of this saccule of larynx actually lubricates, it actually lubricates the vocal folds, okay. So it's also called as oil can of larynx, another name for this. So this is actually a diverticulum bulging from the vestibular fold till the lamina of your thyroid cartilage. The extension of this is from vestibular till lamina of thyroid cartilage. So this is also present in the B part, that is the sinus part, okay. And now C part, the part C, what is called as part C? Part C is called as infraglottic compartment, okay. So like this rima vestibuli, there is also a space, I forgot to tell you, the space between the true vocal cords, that is here, this one, this red one was rima vestibuli. Now this blue one actually here, this blue one is actually called as rima glottis. It's called as rima glottis. This blue one is rima glottis, okay. And this is actually the narrowest part, I'm writing it here, okay. Space between, writing here the space between true vocal folds is rima glottis, okay. And this is the narrowest part of larynx, so this much is clear. So this fold is actually called as rima glottis, and this fold present between the vestibular folds is called rima vestibuli, and the folds present between the vocal folds, that is true folds is rima glottis, true folds. And now third part was infraglottic compartment. You can see here from the that is vocal folds, that is true vocal fold, is extending till the lower border of cricoid cartilage. So this area is actually called as your infraglottic compartment, okay. And middle one was sinus. This is your infraglottic, and this part is your supraglottic. So these are three parts of your cavity of larynx. So in infraglottic there is not so much content. It just simply extends from vocal folds till the till the lower border of cricoid cartilage. Okay, so and further it narrows as further it is expanded. Here it is expanded and further it goes narrow as it reaches the trachea. Okay, lumen of trachea. So this was actually your cavity of larynx. Okay, the parts and the different labelings and parts and boundaries of the cavity of larynx. Thank you. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Okay.